We look back at his highs and his lows of his time with LeBron in Cleveland, and we start with the highest of highs, winning the title in 2016, and of course, reliving LeBron's famous block at the end of Game 7.
When you run it back, because I was running back on defense, J.R. Smith was ahead of me, and then Iguodala had the ball, and I just remember that split second when, J.R. he went over the top, just to create that little bit of space and that little bit of time to then allow Bron to take off and pin that ball on the glass. I mean, that's what I remember. I had maybe a better shot and glance and angle at it than anybody else. So again, I think I've said it before, I think the greatest and most clutch, block, maybe defensive play of all time. I know we had several plays in that game that were incredibly meaningful, but for that, there's no telling how the game would have ended up if he didn't have that miraculous play in a Game 7 on the road like that. It was just a truly special play from, a guy that's going to go down the history books as maybe the greatest player of all time.
Kevin, you were the first one to embrace LeBron after the buzzer. What was that moment like for you, and what do you remember most?
I mean, just pure elation and excitement. And he just happened to be, how he walked off and he was right in front of me. He was like the first person I saw, and I just, went and gave him a big hug. And, that is one of the etched in a lot of, I guess, greater Cleveland and Ohio and Cavs fans' minds forever, that photo. It's definitely a special one. Even before I got there, like the look on my face and, just how, just pure joy out of everybody's face from overcoming a 3-1 deficit, winning on the road in Game 7 and a 52-year drought for major sports in Cleveland. It was really special. And it was great to see, LeBron win finals MVP and stick true to his promise to win one for the city of Cleveland.
Looking back at the 2018 finals, the series obviously defined by the J.R. Smith play. The meme with LeBron that came afterwards, obviously, I don't think anyone will ever forget that. But looking back at that moment, are you able to find some sort of humor in how memeable that moment was?
Laugh to keep from crying, I guess. One of those is...
Kyrie said that he wanted out of Cleveland because he knew LeBron was leaving. Was the writing on the wall the whole time? Did you also know that 2018 was the last of LeBron in Cleveland?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely something that, was kind of being said underneath people's breath. I mean, I felt like I had an idea. Channing Frye and I were super close. We had, kind of talked about it. And, it was just the next chapter for him. We felt like that was, it was somewhere he obviously started his career in Cleveland, had gone to Miami, needed a different look, had played with two other great superstars and great pieces on that team, came back to Cleveland. He stayed true to his promise, like I mentioned, and he went to 4 straight finals with Cleveland, which was, super special. And then he was just figuring out what was the next chapter, and that's worked out for him in a real special way. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy for his family. But again, to answer that question, yeah, we did feel like the writing was on the wall.
Obviously, Kyrie is on the Nets. LeBron and AD will make their returns in LA. You being teammates with both, how cool and I guess surreal would it be for you to see them in the finals, knowing that the three of you will forever be connected in Cleveland?
It'd definitely be interesting to see, but I'll tell you what, get your popcorn ready because that would be one for the ages there. If everybody's healthy on both sides, that would be a really amazing finals with some guys that are first ballot Hall of Famers, many first ballot Hall of Famers. It'd be a little odd, obviously, to see my former counterparts and guys that I played with and love respectively to go against each other on opposite teams in the Eastern and Western Conference. But again, I think we'd all enjoy seeing that in a big way because it would just be beautiful basketball.
Hey sports fans, if you want to see more videos like this, check out some of our other ones right here. And if you like what you see, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more from USA Today Sports.